Chris, Game Day Adventures, and I'm back in Thailand, and I wanted to give you guys my feedback on my Indian Super League experience, my first trip to see Indian football in India. First of all, it's an amazing country, amazing fans, and the football that I saw and the quality was absolutely superb. So I wanted to take a moment and tell you guys my thoughts on it. A lot of you guys have been asking about a video for that, so here you go. So my first experience in India was visiting Kolkata, which is the home of 3 Indian Super League teams, and to me, the mecca of football when it comes to Indian Super League. 3 teams are based in Kolkata. I was fortunate enough to see Mohammedan and Mohammedan SC, 2 historic clubs that's been around forever, and it was such a great experience in Kolkata. The food, people, such kindness. So the number one question I get is, am I going to come to a Kolkata Derby? Yes, in the future, I have plans to come to a Kolkata Derby. I want to be and experience that atmosphere, that craziness. I really want to see Mohammedan and East Bengal and a Kolkata Derby. That's on my list. That's on my to-do, and I will see you there in the future, I promise. So, outside the city of Kolkata, I wanted to talk next about the football and the stadiums. The quality of football, I was really impressed with. I think the Indian Super League is one of the fastest growing and the best quality growing leagues in Asia. I think in the next 3 to 5 years, the Indian Super League will see a huge growth and a huge fan base. Obviously, it's growing, it's huge, the fan base. I'm going to talk about that next. But the quality of football, it's fast paced, there's not a lot of stoppage. It was good quality football, and you have some amazing signings, both obviously the development of Indian football domestically, but you're bringing super quality outside foreigners to the league. Obviously, I was fortunate enough to see Jamie McLaren's ISL debut when I was there. That's something I'll never forget, but I think the quality of Indian Super League football is something that you fans in India should be really proud of. I know it's something I'll be paying attention to. Next up, I want to talk about the stadiums. 2 stadiums I went to there was the Stadium of Mohammedan and then the Salt Lake Stadium of Mohammedan. New to ISL, Mohammedan, I think the atmosphere is great. You're really close to the action. It's a quality stadium. It's a smaller place, but it's renovated. It's nice. Definitely a quality stadium. And then obviously Salt Lake Stadium. It's one of the top 2 biggest football stadiums in the entire world. Absolutely massive. It was so cool to walk around and see that. I can't wait to see that full one day. I guess the only downside from my perspective is concessions, places to get food, drinks. I didn't see any of that at either stadium being sold. Like in the stadium, you had a few small vendors walking around, but if you wanted to get something to drink or something to eat, like at the stadium or vendors right outside the stadium, that was pretty much non-existent. So I hope that's something that I would get to experience at other stadiums in the ISL and Indian football. But for me, that was pretty much of a disappointment because I always like to eat food near the stadium or the vendors nearby. So that's probably the only thing negative I have to say about that. And last but not least, let's talk about the fans. The fans in India are unmatched I've ever experienced, not just in football, but in sports. I have to say that. You should be proud of your fan base, of your clubs. Obviously, we all love our clubs no matter where we like in sports, in the world. We love our teams that we support. But let me say, passion, the craziness of Indian fans in the ISL. You guys were so welcoming. Mohammedan, you were my first ISL experience and just crazy, overwhelming. I'll never forget that. Much love to you guys. The experiences was just overwhelming, and the love and the support. Obviously, a lot of you guys have watched the videos, and thank you so much for that. God, you guys are crazy. I love it. You're passionate. You pay attention to the game, and you're also really smart when it comes about your team and Indian football. Unmatched, unparalleled Indian Super League fans. If you wanted to rank them in Asia, I think you're already one of the top 3 probably best fan bases in Asia when it comes to leagues. Hats off to you, India. You have an amazing fan base of ISL supporters. They love your club. They love Indian football. It's only going to get better. So, the final thing, read all your comments. I try to read each and every one. So thank you for commenting, subscribing. Huge growth. I will be back to India. Yes, I will be back. I'm looking at the second leg of the season. I do plan to be back. So, where will I go? What should I do? You guys comment in this video. Tell me what team I should go to. I've been to Mohammedan. I want to go somewhere different. I keep hearing a lot of places. Obviously, Kerala Blasters, it's huge in Kochi. Big fan base. It's something I feel like I have to see. But I want to see more. So I'm planning a big trip in the second leg to see multiple teams in India. So you guys comment below, subscribe, follow along. I'll be in India. Tell me where you want me to go, what team you want me to see, what game do I need to see. I want to go see some different teams, different places, and see what India's about. Road trip, bus trip, flying, I'm open to it all. Tell me where I should go. I'm ready for more Indian football. Thank you guys for being a part of Game Day Adventures. If you haven't, like, subscribe, follow along, and where will we see you at the next Game Day Adventure?